Hello everyone. This week's videos are going to be normal. Video today, video Wednesday, video Friday, live stream Sunday. And then Wednesday and Friday and Sunday next week is going to be live streams because my mum's here. So I'm not really going to get a chance to record next week. So, because recording and editing is, you kind of need a long time. So you will have live streams next week instead. Right, this week's videos aren't as heavy as some of my more recent videos have been. Friday's video is Friday's video, and you'll understand what I mean when I say it's my opinion, and it's something that a few of you guys have raised to me in live streams and in comments. So I thought I would have a look into it and give my opinion. Now, today's video is about YouTube censorship. Now, we all know a lot of people have been hit with this new rule that if you're under 1,000 subscribers, you can't get monetization anymore. Even though there are people like me that have had the channels for years and haven't quite got to that 1,000 subscribers, bearing in mind, I've only really been uploading consistently for like the last 14-15 months. Before that, it was just a place to put my book trailers. So, and it does affect a lot of channels. They're also saying that those over 1,000 subscribers are allowed to have monetization because they've got 1,000 subscribers. But they don't bear in mind that there's people like me, the watch time that they're actually after, I had for 1 month, and they're after it for a full year. So why didn't they go through all the accounts instead of just blanket get rid of everybody and say, oh, this person only has this amount of subscribers, but this is her watch time and this is her views? Well, she's getting enough views or whatever. I agreed with the view level, but the plain simple fact is that's not the only part of YouTube that's getting censored, because people that joined after I did, where you have to have the 1,000 subscribers and the watch time, they get past that, they apply for partnership and they don't get it. No reason why, no, you know, no, or this is why we've not accepted you, or they said that you'll be accepted providing your channel meets the community guidelines. Most channels that are having their monetization withheld meet those guidelines. You know, they're not bullying, they're not inciting violence, they're either just offering their opinion or they're just discussing something. But they are getting told, no, we can't have you monetizing your videos. But then they lose out on shitloads of ads that they could have had. There's one guy, I can't remember the name of the channel, but usually his videos get like 100,000 views. It's got about 74,000 subscribers. He's still not allowed monetization. They haven't told him why. And then those that do discuss certain topics, because they discuss those topics, they lose monetization. And it's ridiculous that people, the whole entire of YouTube is meant to be somewhere where you can share your opinion, share your point of view of a topic, or try and entertain people. And some people like to share their opinions, some people like to say this is why I don't believe this, and they like to dissect somebody else's argument and point out flaws and things like that, which is partially what I do. But the fact that YouTube is saying, oh, I know, we'll demonetize you so that you go away, and that's what they're trying to do, but it's kind of coming back and kicking them in the arse, because a lot of those people are going to other areas of the internet to get the funding that they need to make the videos that they want, such as Patreon, YouNow, Twitch, and so on. And then you've got other channels that should be being penalised for false representation of a video, overly sexual content, harassing and abusive behaviour. But they're still on monetisation. And I'm not talking about Logan, I'm talking about Jake. That's just Jake. That's not including the other people who are allowed to say something, such as John, about somebody who's got less subscribers than him. He's allowed to keep both his channels. But yet somebody else that's got more subscribers than John says something about somebody that's got over 10 million subscribers and they lose their channel. Why do us in alternative media have to abide by a different set of rules than normal media, the mainstream media? You can watch the news and then during a break they'll have all sorts of advertisements on, and then they'll go back to talking about a terrorist attack or a mass shooting or whatever. But they're still allowed to advertise on that. But yet we're not allowed to do that. And it's like, yeah, well, and then the brands are like, yeah, but we don't want our adverts and our company being represented on videos of discussing how bad terrorism is, when that's exactly what they do on things like ITV, CNN, Fox, any of those. But no, on TV, they let it slide. On the internet, not so much. And it's like, yeah, but why is it two separate rules for two separate groups? Should be one rule across the board for both groups. A lot of people have actually said to YouTube, why don't you whitelist Philip DeFranco so that he gets the ads on all videos regardless of what he talks about? Which would make sense. The guy's a news channel. He's telling us what's happening in the news. Sometimes it's not going to be that big of a deal. It might just be this person got arrested for doing this stupid thing, or there's this drama going on YouTube or whatever. And then there's other days where it's going to be a bit more serious. It's going to be a bit more painful. It's going to be a bit more sensitive. But at the end of the day, it's a news channel. It's a news programme. So why is Phil being penalised because he's a news channel? And it's the YouTube like, yeah, but we just want it to be a nice environment for everybody. Yeah, but a nice environment for everybody is never going to happen because no two people are going to have the same opinion on the same thing. So if I voice my opinion on one topic, somebody else will disagree with that, so it's not a nice environment for them because they disagree with my opinion. But I'm allowed to have my opinion, I'm allowed to share my opinion. And it's like, going forward, I'm still going to do what I've been doing. I'm still going to call out shit when I see it. I'm still going to call out illegal activity when I see it. I'm still going to cover some sensitive topics. I'm still going to do my horror content that I haven't done for a while, which I'm kicking myself about, but I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to do like a couple of months. I'm going to go back to that, and I'm going to go back to doing what I want to do. And if that means that when I do hit 1,000 subscribers I don't get monetization, fine. I'll find other avenues of bringing in revenue. I have been designing t-shirts. I have them ready. I'm just trying to figure out which website is the best one to use. And YouTube really needs to say, a lot of the time they like us to police ourselves, but the problem is with that, you have some people that are overly sensitive about the slightest little thing, and then you've got others like me that don't get offended by anything. When you are a social media platform. The only time you should really be stepping in is when harmless things are happening on your platform, such as the two Logan Paul videos that he's had that are just horrible. And step in when there is clear racism in videos. There is a difference when you say, I don't agree with this because of this, and it's got something to do with African Americans. You're disagreeing with certain aspects of their experience. But you shouldn't be allowed to call Mexican people or Spanish people beaners. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be allowed to say to people, oh, better watch out guys, it's going to blow us up because the person you're talking from is from Afghanistan. That shouldn't be allowed to happen, but it is. Yes, YouTube do step in sometimes, but it has to get to the point where mainstream media have picked up on it and YouTube is getting hammered. However, if they step in first and they actually, instead of being defensive, be proactive, then it'll stop half of these issues happening. Like, it's situations with PewDiePie and Shane, they're bad jokes that just didn't land well and didn't sit well with people. Fine. They're both fairly funny people. They're both fairly humorous. Their jokes didn't land. Fine. That's one thing. But when you have somebody that outright calls people that are living in his house beaners and says that one of his fans who's from Afghanistan is going to bomb them, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. And then you've got people like, you've got certain channels that literally all they do is spout hateful words. They have advertisements on it. But yet, you've got other things where the sheer word conspiracy will instantly get your video demonetised. Why? You put the word murder or killed or anything like that, demonetised. Why? YouTube really needs to look at its things and say, right, this is acceptable, this isn't, because being as broad as they are, yes, is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because you have people that are literally skating in the grey zone, and a lot of us are pissed off because they're not getting pulled up about it, but other people who are doing a lot less are getting pulled up. But then you've got some channels that are literally being the nastiest of the nasty, but they're fine. So yeah, YouTube really needs to fix it, because it's pissing a lot of people off. You know, it's only fair that it should be one rule for one rule for all, not one rule for one and one rule for somebody else. Another example, I unsubbed from Social Repose months ago. I got a video in my notifications that he'd released a video. Wasn't even subscribed to him, so I couldn't have rung the bell, but I got a notification in my subscriptions for one of his videos. You know, the notifications, I had one come up for him and I'm like, I'm not even subscribed to the guy. Which we've had this issue with Logan in the past. No. Just no. So yeah, it needs to think about what it's saying, and think about, YouTube needs to think about, it's like, yeah, it's all the algorithm. Well, the algorithm needs looking into then, because clearly it's not doing its job properly. End of. It's clearly not doing its job properly if it doesn't want to see, this is talking, saying terrorism's a bad thing, that terrorism shouldn't happen, and differentiate that from somebody who's actually saying, do this, do that, do this, do that. Two different things. Obviously the algorithm isn't working. It needs to be looked at because there's something wrong. The entire thing of monetization needs to be looked at because a lot of channels are feeling like they can't get anywhere with it, they can't win, because YouTube is constantly fighting them. They're not putting the videos out to the subscribers, they're not putting them in recommended, which is how channels grow, but yet they want channels to grow, but they don't put people in recommended that have a similar video to a video somebody's watching. And then they're saying, well, your channel's not growing. Yeah, because you're not fucking showing it anyway. And then they're putting videos in fucking trending that have got like 3,000 views. It's like, okay then, if you're going to put a video with 3,000 views in trending, why not put one of mine in there that's got 4,000 or 5,000 views? So yeah, I'm a bit pissed because YouTube's whole monetization thing is just way off and way wrong. I've been saying it before and I'll say it again. It needs fixing. Right, I'm going to stop before I get even more. I'm going to film the next video now and then I will edit these tonight because I'm filming these on a Tuesday. This one's coming on Thursday, so I want to get them up and edited before she comes. So you will have a video Friday, but it's going from next week that you'll have live streams. Probably on Twitch tomorrow night. Because I'll edit videos tonight, so I'll be on Twitch tomorrow night. So stay safe, be good, have fun, and I will see you on Friday.